I'm trying to, guys, when we're doing factoring, try to do this without any techniques. If you're really having trouble with it, I'll show you a couple of techniques that you probably learned back in Algebra 1, like the box, the diamond, or slide and divide. But at this point in your maturity, high-level mathematics that you guys are in right now, you should be able to kind of do this in your brains. It's all based on the FOIL method. You're just doing FOIL backwards. Okay? We were working with trinomials. What? By the way, what's the first thing you do? What? Yes. You could also, you know what? We should fill out that other chart that I gave you yesterday. So we'll get back to that. Flow chart. Guys, before we factor, before we start doing our parentheses and everything, there's two things to look for before you even start factoring. Okay? First, make sure it's a trinomial. Guys, make sure it's a trinomial. If it's a binomial, like number 12, it could be a difference of squares. And there's a shortcut. Actually it's right here. Formula for difference of squares. You don't have to go through all that trouble. The second thing, even with a trinomial, look for a common factor first, always. Say it again. Even with a binomial, if it's not a perfect square, it's not a difference of perfect squares, look for a common factor first. Like in number 12, what's my common factor? 5. That's correct. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm working on it. All right, number 12. We could take out a 5. But please, when you are taking out a factor, make sure you carry it throughout the problem. So if I take out a 5, what do I have left out of 5x squared? X squared. And 20 divided by 5? Now look, you got to keep going. Can this be factored, the x squared minus 4? Yes. Now, it's a binomial. It's only 2 terms. There's a minus here. That's a difference. Now, are these 2 squares? X squared is a square, obviously. Is 4 a perfect square? Yeah, it is. It's 2 squared, right? So I could use my shortcut formula. A difference of 2 squares. A squared, x squared, minus b squared, minus 2 squared is a plus b, a minus b. And I'm done. Okay, we don't have to go through that whole process. 4 is 2 squared, right? Right? Okay, so what if I rewrote this as 5x squared minus 2 squared? My a is going to equal 1x, and my b is the base 2. So I could use my shortcut formula. A plus b minus b. A plus b minus b. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Well, it's one formula that, I mean, there's a lot of shortcut formulas for factoring. This is one formula that you guys really have to remember. Okay? A squared minus b squared equals a minus b, a plus b. This is really one formula that you guys really have to know. Okay, it's up there. It's on your sheet. I starred it. I circled it. You want me to highlight it? Okay. Don't worry about perfect square trinomials. It just isn't worth it. Okay, let's look at your homework. And since Dakota did hers, she could, like... All right, number 1. Okay, first of all, are there any factors I can take out? I can take out a 5. Anything else? I can take out a 5. Out of each one, can I take anything else out of each term? The x. Okay, what's 5x squared divided by 5x? What do I have left? X. Remember, we're undoing the distributive property. Okay, distributive property, we multiply, right? So to undo that, we're going to divide. So we're taking 5x squared divided by 5x. Okay, and I get x. Okay. What's 10x divided by 5x? 2. Am I completely factored here? What else could I have factored? Remember what a factor is. It's 2 numbers being multiplied to get the product. I went through this yesterday. You weren't paying attention yesterday. 2 times 3 equals 6. The 2 and the 3 are factors. They're factors of 6, right? 6 is my product. Yes. Now, can I simplify 5x and x, the quantity x minus 2? Can I simplify? No, so I'm done. Okay? No, you guys do number 2. Let's do number 3. All right. Can I take any factors out? No. So I'm going to go, it's a trinomial. Can I take it out of every term? Okay, so I'm going to go directly to my factored form. What's the only way to get x squared? Remember, we're doing FOIL. X times x. So here's my first x times x. That's the only way to get x squared, is x times x. Now, remember, I have to find 2 numbers that multiply to positive 5. Yeah, I don't have a choice because it's a prime number. 5 and 1. And they have to add up to negative 6. Okay. Both be negative. Negative 5 times negative 1 is positive 5. Negative 5x plus negative 1x is 6x. So that's my factored form. Okay? Now, do you want me to do another one?
Number 3.
No. You guys have got to do some practice. The only way you're going to learn this is to practice.
I need visual examples.
You should have done number 3 last night for homework.
How about we do this the Alana way? And it's all our problem. So we're gonna do this, and you can do that. So we all cool, okay? Thank you. So the next one.
That's why back in elementary school, they pounded those multiplication tables into you, right? So that you'll never, ever, ever forget that. Caleb. Word the what? I don't know. I think they just went away. Over the years, we took out problems because you guys like the 24x squares. Those problems we took out.
Oh, smart idea.
How about number 26? 26. Wow. Okay, 26. How do I get 9? We could try 3x and 3x. What else could we try? Yep, 9x and 1x. Okay, now, this one's actually kind of easy because it multiplies to a positive and adds up to a negative. So we know that these have to be negative. Could be 4 and 1. We could try, on what, the 3x or the 9x? The 3x, and where do you want me to put the 4, and where do you want me to put the 1? Does it matter? Well, I'm doing it in pencil because for a reason. Well, the inner is 12, the outer, negative 12. The outer is negative 3. Negative 3 plus negative 12 is negative 15, not negative 12x. So it's not that. If I switch them, it's the same thing. Okay, 9 and 1. You want to try? All right. So you want to put the 4 here? It's not right there either, huh? So what do you want to try? Does anybody have this? This is actually kind of not, this is like a medium hard problem. 6 times 2 does not equal 4. I need 2 numbers that multiply to 4 and add up to 12, negative 4. Positive 6 and negative 2 do not multiply to positive 4. How about 2 and 2? Let's see, 2 and 2. Let's see, negative 6x equals negative 12x. Here we go. Now,